Buenos días y bienvenidos todos al Sugar City Morning Show. Good morning. Welcome to today's edition of the Sugar City Morning Show. It is the 19th of September and it's exactly 7:03, 3 minutes past 7. It's a pleasure to greet you this morning, ladies and gentlemen. Tomorrow night we'll have the Bram. Today, 2 days from now, we'll be celebrating our 36th anniversary of independence. When we're talking about confronting challenges, celebrating our triumphs, and renewing our resolve. We're transmitting live from Channel 10, Nortevision Channel 10 here in Trial Farm. And we have an on-air transmission, which is Channel 10, which is viewed here in Orange Walk Town and in surrounding areas, for surrounding villages. I gather that there's a radius of approximately 15 miles, which means that villages in this 15 miles distance from Orange Walk Town can, and sometimes even more, can catch Channel 10 absolutely free. And if you have cable, which is 60% of the population of Belize, or at least here in Orange Walk, it means that we are live on channel 60 here on Center, and on other channels, which permits us to be viewed all the way from Corozal to Toledo, San Pedro to Benque. Good morning. As always, we begin our program with a prayer. Empezamos nuestro programa con esta oración porque yo pienso de que tenemos que reconocer este poder superior en nuestras vidas. Siempre digo, no le tienes que poner cara si es que eres un novato a lo que es la religión o a lo que es la fe en un poder superior. No le tienes que poner cara. Simplemente creer de que alguien mucho, pero mucho más fuerte que tú. Y no tiene que ser alguien, puede ser algo. Compañeros, durante el curso de nuestra vida nos hacemos muchas preguntas. Y yo sé que hay personas allá afuera que dicen ser de cierta fe y cuando les pides explicar su fe, no saben nada. No se pueden explicar por qué son lo que son. Yo no te exijo nada. Simplemente digo, únete conmigo hoy por la mañana y vamos a reconocer un poder superior más grande que todos nosotros. Padre, te doy las gracias por todo. Por la vida, por la salud, por las fuerzas, por tu paciencia, Padre. Por tu gracia, tu misericordia. Esa es mi fe. Mi fe me dice que tú me amas intensamente. Mi fe me dice que tú me proteges. Mi fe me dice que tú haces todo por mi camino. Y eso a mí me da paz y me da felicidad. Fe es basado en confianza. Y yo confío en ti, Padre. Te pido que continúes dándonos estas bendiciones, amándonos intensamente. Te pido, Padre, que cuides de nuestros familiares, nuestras amistades, nuestros compañeros de trabajo. Bendícelos. Te pido, Padre, por los ancianos, por los niños en las calles, por los enfermos, los que están en las cárceles, los que andan por las calles, las mamás solteras, los papás solteros. Y Padre, pido por nuestros líderes, pido por nuestro gobierno, pido por todo el país de Belice, Padre. Guíanos, guíanos. Y renueva esa conciencia de hacer el bien todo el tiempo, de no faltar con nuestras responsabilidades, de no comprometer nuestros propios principios por el lucro. Padre, te agradezco todo, te bendecimos, te glorificamos, te adoramos. Amén. If you've just joined us, it's exactly 8 minutes after 7 o'clock. We'll be finishing our show 15 minutes early today because we have to hurry, run, go to Banquitas because this is the 15th anniversary of the Banquitas House of Culture, and they're going to be unveiling a new exhibit. And my co-host, my companion, Checky, is going to be, and I'm going to be there, and he's going to be the master of ceremonies. But before we go on, I'd like to share with you the general weather forecast for today. And it says relatively moist and unstable conditions will prevail. Well, you know what? It rained last night. It rained yesterday. And a lot of the roads here in Trial Farm are underwater. And not entirely, but portions of it. And it's a problem because the drains are filled with water. There is no way that the water from the streets can flow into the drains because the drains are filled. And the drains are filled, ladies and gentlemen, because collectively we don't care about cleaning the drains. And yesterday I passed by some of the streets here in Trial Farm and I noticed people digging. And I was reminded of when I used to ask people to not wait until rains come down, to pick up a little pick and a shovel and clean out the area. Well, we had that spate of heavy rain, and it has pretty much flooded some areas. I hope that it did not cause much trouble with some families. The 24-hour forecast. Sunny with a few cloudy spells today, along with a few showers and isolated thunderstorms. Cloudy at times tonight with a few showers or isolated thunderstorms, mainly over southern and coastal areas. The winds blowing from the east at 5 to 15 knots. The sea state light chop. The temperatures along the coast, 88 degrees Fahrenheit as a max, 78 degrees Fahrenheit as a low, inland 93 degrees as a max, and 75 degrees as a low. And in the hills, ladies and gentlemen, 81 degrees as a maximum temperature and 68 degrees as a low temperature. The outlook for tomorrow is for a few showers and isolated thunderstorms, mostly inland on Wednesday and over the south on Wednesday night. You know, it could have read that we had showers inland in the north, and it would have been quite discouraging. But fortunately, up to now, we do not have rain forecast for tomorrow night. The tides, there's a high tide this morning at 9:24, a low tide at 3:40 this afternoon, another high tide today at 9:53, and the second low tide tomorrow morning at 3:44. The sun sets today at 5:52 p.m. and the sun rises tomorrow morning at 5:41. The moon sets today at 5:45 p.m. and the moon sets at 6:01. We want to thank forecaster Michelle Smith and those other people working at the Met Service for this report. And it's unfortunate that I can't tell you about the 21st if it's going to rain or not. System is down, but as soon as we have that information, which I'll try to get very shortly for the next break, I'll be advising you about the weather conditions for the 21st. Buenos días, compañeros. Gran gusto saludarles hoy por la mañana. Son las 7:13 y este es el reporte del estado del tiempo para hoy, martes 19 de septiembre. Estaremos terminando el show hoy 15 minutos antes de su debido tiempo, porque estaremos yendo a tanto Chequi como yo, vamos a estar yendo aquí al Banquitas House of Culture para una función. La situación general, condiciones relativamente húmedas e inestables continúan sobre nuestro país. Para las siguientes 24 horas, compañeros, soleado con algunos periodos de nubosidad hoy, con algunos chubascos o tormentas aisladas. Estará nublado por momentos hoy por la noche con algunos chubascos y tormentas aisladas sobre la área del sur y algunas áreas costeras. Los vientos del este de 5 a 15 nudos, el estado del mar ligeramente agitado. Temperaturas por la costa 88 grados con una máxima, 78 con una mínima. 93 en el interior con una máxima y 75 con una mínima. Y por las colinas, compañeros, 81 grados con una máxima y 68 con una mínima. Se espera que mañana tengamos unos chubascos o tormentas aisladas, esencialmente en el interior del país y durante el día y sobre el sur por la noche. Una marea alta sucederá a las 9:24 hoy por la mañana, una marea baja a las 3:40 hoy por la tarde, una segunda marea alta a las 9:53 hoy por la noche y una segunda marea baja a las 3:44 mañana. El sol se oculta hoy, compañeros, a las 5:52 y el sol sale mañana a las 5:41. De igual forma, la luna se oculta hoy a las 5:45 por la tarde y sale mañana a las 6 de la mañana con 1 minuto. Le damos las gracias a Michelle Smith por esa información y también, como siempre, a nuestros patrocinadores que nos apoyan fielmente con los anuncios. Y, compañeros, vamos a ir a una pausa a este momento, pero estaremos de vuelta con ustedes tan pronto estos anuncios comerciales. Vamos a eso.
Let's get ready to rumble! Y'all ready for this? Get serious. Get bopped.
A&R Stores Countrywide announced the arrival of name brand school bags in all colors, design and sizes, stationery supplies, composition books, lunch bags, laptops, tablets, watches and everything else you will need for this new school year. So take time out and have your pick out of the largest variety of durable school bags in the country. They are also pleased to announce the arrival of a wide assortment of housewares like sterilite plastic containers in different sizes, glassware, kitchen utensils, cooking pots and pans, and beautiful floral arrangements. And if you need to redo your bathroom or your bedroom, visit them for the most beautiful bath mat sets, ready-made curtains in beautiful colors and designs, lights and mirrors, bed sheets for twin, full, queen and king size beds, plus comfortable pillows and beautiful comforters to match. And best of all, it is always the excellent service and the low prices that make the difference at A&R. So come visit our stores in Orange Walk, Corozal, Belize City, Belmopan, San Ignacio and now in Dangriga for the best in housewares and school supplies at the guaranteed best prices in town. A&R, where our prices make the difference.
Ever since Digicel doubled all of their prepaid data plans, things look a little strange around here. My sister seems to think she's some sort of a celebrity now, that she has all this data to post everything. My dad keeps starting these do-it-yourself projects. There's a lot of time on Pinterest. Even Nana loads all the extra data. She chats on 100 dating sites. Mom always finding new recipes from all over the world to try on YouTube.
We got the show is on.
Digicel's newly doubled prepaid data plans let everyone be free to do so much more.
The bigger, better network. Digicel.
Everybody wants a clean and healthy family. That's why they purchase the best food products and the cleansing materials. This time, we give you a bigger size of La Costeña products like the mouth-watering fried beans and the pasta sauce. And surely for your clean laundry, we have the breathtaking aroma of Ensueño Max Suavitel. Even your visitors will ask what you clean your floors and restrooms with. And you can boast it is the variety of Pinol products and Sultan muriatic acid now in 900 milliliters. And much more for the best prices only at German Vega and Sons Imports. We serve you at number 5 San Antonio Road, Orange Walktown. You can even call us at 322-3625 or 322-2672. Or you can even send us a fax at 322-2571 or email us at germanvega@btl.net. German Vega and Sons Limited, because we care for you.
Compañeros patriotas beliceños, es el gran gusto de Rapidito Loans desearles todo lo mejor durante estas celebraciones septembrinas. Como país soberano y independiente, ya vamos celebrando 36 años desde ese primer 21 de septiembre, cuando la bandera beliceña fue elevada por primera vez, señalando que Belice ya había logrado su mayor sueño, la independencia. Por esta razón, Rapidito Loan se une a celebrar con todo beliceño y les ofrece los mejores arreglos para sus empeños de valor, como también grandes ofertas con el mejor servicio. Ven a visitarnos y te aseguramos que vas a encontrar esa prenda que siempre has estado buscando al mejor precio. Otras casas de empeño te prometen tanto, pero Rapidito Loans siempre te cumple. Recuerda, Rapidito Loans siempre está ahí a tu alcance para cuando más lo necesitas. Rapidito Loans. Visítanos en Orange Walk, San Pedro, Corozal, San Ignacio y Dangrida.
City Morning Show.
Notice the residents of rural communities in Orange Walk and Corozal districts.
Tuesday morning.
If you value your health
Beautiful
and your
morning,
children's
what a
health,
beautiful day.
you will dispose of your
Folks,
garbage
yesterday
only
it
at
rained and it rained and it rained and it was so good. And my name is Robert Checker Usher. It's a pleasure being here with you all this morning. Myself and Emmanuel will be dragging you through the morning right up until some minutes to 9 o'clock. I never figure out this color shirt where I put on today because I see Papa got on the CA color shirt. But that's cool. It shows brothers in arms. Right, brother?
Absolutely. My apologies. I went for a little coffee just now.
Yeah. Boy, Pa, yesterday afternoon, you know what came to my mind when it was raining so strong that people can see what it can cause if we have 2 days of rain.
What time exactly did it rain very hard?
Let me see. Let me tell you. I think it was like right a little bit after 12. Between yesterday and it rained for approximately an hour.
Yes.
And I see Miss Rita, they clean up drain around the house. And but the other drains before Miss Rita was very clogged up. And there was a lot of water accumulated. The water.
One, I need you to pass by Hummingbird Street and Blackwater Street. And you will be left with your mouth open because the drains, the big, deep drains, are full of water and they're not moving. The water is not moving. Which means that the drains are clogged up very simply because it needs cleaning. Yesterday, as I commented whilst I was doing the weather forecast, well, today, as I was doing the weather forecast, not yesterday, I spoke lightly about how when I passed by some people's houses, I noticed them doing an effort in trying to get the water out of their yards.
That was, oh, okay.
That was yesterday when I passed.
That's after the rain.
That's after the rain, about maybe 5, 6, something like that. Okay? And the water was bubbling up heavy in some areas. In other words, the drains are filled. Water was actually crossing the road in some instances.
That's the same thing what happened to Miss Rita at her area because the drains in front, before you reach Afichi house, they want me clog up completely so the water run over that. So it overflow.
Exactly. You know what? No blame nobody. It's our fault. Collectively, our fault. Because we collectively, I say we collectively, like to throw garbage, and we don't like in the drains, and we don't like to clean it. We let the vegetation grow in there. We throw all the pampas, we throw anything what we don't like in the drains, and then all of this pile-ups in the culvert blocks the culvert. And how you expect the water to run?
So people don't mind when they throw it, as long as they get rid of the garbage. But that is wrong. So it has shown that it's defeating the purpose of having the good drains. I mean, it was not a waste.
Completely defeating the purpose. Because as a society, as a community, we need to become more responsible. Yeah. Now, I have mentioned in the past, Jackie, and I don't want to be sounding like a whole scratch record.
Sound like what's Irene then?
A whole scratch record. But experience teaches you that you have to take some time out and do the cleaning of the drains in front of you. It is not entirely the town council or the village council's responsibility. As a matter of fact, the law states that the area land immediately in front of you, in front of your fence, it's you who are responsible.
That's true.
Did you know that? It is you who are responsible for cleaning that. And if the drain falls there, then it's your responsibility. And the law states that. This is law from the books.
Yeah.
No, nothing concocted by Kevin Bernard or Philip de la Puente or anybody else. It's in the laws, ladies and gentlemen.
Pero the thing is, Emmanuel, as people say, pues yo no lo voy a limpiar porque el ministro me prometió ese, no lo consiguió. El ministro no pasó, el village council no pasó, entonces yo no lo voy a hacer.
Pues, ¿sabes qué? Súfrelo. Y cuando se tranca el agua en el drenaje, ¿quién va a sufrir? ¿El ministro? No.
¿El village council? Tampoco.
Eres tú. Así que salte de ese tipo de pensamiento y dilo responsablemente, lo voy a limpiar.
Is this law applied? I know you were in Mexico for a long time. Does this law apply for Mexico as well, that you need to clean up front of your place?
Of course.
So the people clean up and just left it dirty and dash
But they do clean up. But the thing is that what happens is that in Merida and so forth, people have, and it's an urban area, so people have fences, and then immediately after the fence there's a sidewalk.
Okay.
And that is the property of the ayuntamiento. So it's a slightly different situation. We right here like our piece of land front our yard. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
And that is really, although it's not your property, it is your responsibility to clean it.
Yeah, that's why. Oh, that's why I said some of the houses that Mexico and build right on the street side, no joke.
Exactly.
They not got that piece there.
Exactly. And then with a fence, and then just a little piece of a lawn plus the what you call it. No, they're responsible for that piece of land.
Yeah. But
All right.
I wonder, you think that because we had a call about a month ago telling the residents and the viewers that the hurricane is coming, do you think our calls went into deaf ears, or you're not in Puerto que está diciendo ellos?
Repeat that.
The call that we made out to ask people, please come out and clean on the drain.
Oh, the call. I thought
Yeah.
telephone. Okay, the call. El llamado que le hicimos. So I know some people heeded to that, you know.
Oh, that's good.
I know some people. Some people just didn't care. Some people said, gave told their sons, oíste que dijo, vas a limpiarlo mañana, and their son, they never followed up on it.
Yeah.
I know one case of that.
That big drain right there, right there, so the hummingbird tree, so the big drain and go.
Mm-hmm.
How the water run? The water come this way or it goes that way?
That water runs from there to here, and then comes down by the what you call it, by the joins up with Hummingbird, I think, yes, or with this drain here, and goes down. Remember that everything has to do with the elevation.
Yep.
If you are here, obviously the water is going to run down this way.
Okay.
If you are here, the water is going to run down upon you.
All right. So now imagine what could happen now, because they're not all the debris stagnant, you know. They're not all the debris stay one place.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them move with the water as well. And suddenly, you know what start to happen? It will start to block up farther areas where the water's supposed to go down.
Yes.
Then you'll be in a worse situation.
Could be a potentially worse situation.
I think this is Delvi, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. Hello, good morning, Sugar City Morning Show.
Hello, this is the drain by the shoes on the drain there.
What area that? Hello? Oh, that right. I think that the same area you're referring to now, Emmanuel.
Exactly. This is right here on Blackwater Street by Raheem's house.
Yeah. So you see that what it happened. No, so no when someone anything they start to come in and clog up, something stop there. Will look here.
And the thing is that it's a potential threat. It's a danger because kids can fall in there and drown.
Yep.
We're talking here 6-7 foot drain, man. Huh?
Yeah. But you know what is sad about it, Emmanuel? If we don't have the drain, it's really sad. But if we have the drain and we can't utilize it, it was sad because it's there, man.
You know, it's discouraging. It's discouraging that the drains were built.
Or well built as well.
Well built. And we're not throwing nothing because you who are listening must be saying, pues yo hice mi trabajo. I know a lot of people who clean their drains. I know a number of people who put on their rubber boots and pick out their shovel and then spade and what you call it, and get in the drain and shovel out the mud.
Yeah.
But I see certain areas where they don't care to the least.
And it's unfair for you. If you clean your drain and I don't clean my drain, and then one time my dirt, they call you after the day, dig it out. Sugar City Morning Show, hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Hi, good morning. ¿Cómo estás?
How are you?
I have to ask you, how are you?
I am doing okay. Thank God, I'm doing fine.
¿Cómo estás?
Bien, estoy bien. ¿Y usted?
¿Llovió ayer por la tarde ahí?
Sí, un rato, sí.
¿Llovió pesado?
Huya.
Yes, it rained a little bit yesterday in the evening.
Yeah. So everything is good?
Yes, thank
All
God.
right, that's good to hear. Your voice sound well uplifted this morning, man. Something good much has happened for you yesterday or last night. Did you had a call from the good Lord last night or something? Why are you so happy this morning?
I am living, I am breathing. This is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it.
You have every right to be happy.
Every right to be uplifted and yes, so.
Okay, so what you have for us today?
All right. This one is entitled Gold and Glitters.
All right, let's glitter then. You know, sometimes I make mistake and knock off this phone, you know, pa. But you see, Manuel, like them thing there with them drains there and stuff, we need to clean up, man. We need to do a thing. And even in your yard, because sometimes you know might dash out the garbage outside, but then if you're in your yard unattended, and when you look when the rain comes, the rain start to wash it right in at the drain. And that was a big project, you know.
Yes, millions of dollars.
Yeah. And it was not just a project, just a build drain. It was put there for a purpose.
And I'm sure that the people across the highway are, I would believe that they're seeing pretty much the same situation. I don't know, you live in that area, but you don't have a drain running by your house.
I don't have no drain run. They got a drain run by Miss Rita house. So when I came out yesterday, I tell her, I said, Miss Rita, where the rubber boats are, and they dig out, but then all that dirt, they come from up, going down where she there. And the part, when I drive up and leave it past from Miss Rita, when they dig out the drain, I see the next drain, the drain where they come before she full up a lot of dirt. So the water pass over it like how it comes so much. But when the water pass over it, some of the dirt they go to.
Yes.
So that water stay right there. And then you know what create as well, right? The mosquitoes then come in. A lot of things.
We will have a problem with mosquitoes come October. And you know what? If anybody thought that June and July are the wettest months in Belize,
not so.
That is not so. It is the month of October that is the wettest month. Historically, we get more rain in the month of October than any other month. So, we just had a September, we not get October yet. Which means that if we have those heavy rains come October, if we have a heavy storm coming in October, God forbid, but if 1 hour's water rain cause problems, can you imagine having 5 or 6 or 2 days water rain like happened in Houston with Harvey? Can you imagine that here in Trial Farm? Can we continue not cleaning the drains? Can we continue being indifferent towards it? Hell no. We need to do something about that.
Hello, good morning, Sugar City Morning Show.
Hello, good morning. Sorry about that earlier.
Yeah, all right. Let's jump into the, what you call it? Glitters and what?
Gold and glitters.
All right, let's glitter then.
Okay. Look closely and we shall see that the world has hope amidst the misery. Blame it on poverty, criminal activities, joblessness, and race, if you will. Believe that you have amazing grace. To wake up in the morning is not a subscription that everyone must fill. We are divinely authorized, destined to do His will. A favor is not done to the world when we step out of our houses. When we reach the job site, we are but a fragment of a greater being. If we look beyond our nose and spare the fight, to be graced with life and to be conscious of our purpose in it brings no greater bliss. To live in love, unconditional love, sealed with a kiss. To offer a helping hand without grumbling, to make new friends. To have salvation and a peaceful soul at your journey's end. Then what are we missing? What is it that we don't see? That we have all that we need provided by the Lord if we'd only believe and activate His word. That we've been blessed beyond what words can tell, if we'd only accept and be released from sin's awful spell. But the way of the world seems sweet, but the consequences are bitter. Look closely and you will see. Do not look past the goal just because it doesn't glitter.
All that glitters is not gold, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And yes, we are easily attracted to anything that looks good.
Shiny, yes, it's
anything
attractive.
that looks good, I want it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And it doesn't have to be jewelry. It can be anything else
Yes.
that you yearn for because it looks good.
Good. Mm-hmm.
And it turns out that not so. It's better you stay with what you know. It's better you stay with simple things in life. It's better you stay without the glitter. You know what I mean?
Yes,
Because
it is better
anytime-
to have a little with the fear of the Lord than to have great wealth and live in turmoil.
Exactly.
So, you know,
Exactly.
you be happy knowing that God has blessed you with the things that you need. At the end of the day, we die and leave it. So it's best that we form healthier relationships. We live better among each other, you know, than chasing after things that ultimately passes away. So,
So true, so true, and we're so very glad that you call us every Tuesday and every Thursday, and you
And I-
share with us.
yes,
These,
and I thank you.
and I thank you very much. I think
Thank you
that
too.
I wish more people would take example of this, and it doesn't really have to be poetic.
Mm-hmm.
It can be some short
It can be a health issue as well.
a health issue,
Mm-hmm.
agricultural issue, 2-3 minutes, and that's it. You know.
Well, thanks very much,
Thanks,
Delvin.
Delvin.
All the best for the independence with you and the kids at school, all right?
Thank you too. Have a good day.
You
Sure.
too, no?
Emmanuel, I have a text here. I know this one, bile you up and leave it, but it's okay. You go handle it, right?
Yeah.
No, nothing bad, but he said, Emmanuel and Checky, some people don't clear the drain in front of their house because, regrettably, political reasons.
I don't know. I don't see how it will be political reasons.
Well, some people might say, well, maybe they have said the village council will clean it and not clean
How
it. so
can
they
you?
clean it.
How can you disown your responsibility,
Your own pride.
your own safety, your own well-being, because you're a UDP or you're a PUP? If you're a UDP, you should be ashamed of yourself if you don't clean your drains. If you're a PUP, you should be equally ashamed for not cleaning your drains. There's no difference.
Yeah, some people depend on the political arena too much for everything.
Oh, well, in that respect, yes. UDP not pay taxes when the PUP turn. No, PUP not pay taxes when the PUP is
Say,
in
I wait
office.
till my party
A
get in.
UDP not pay it to say. They know when Kermit Court, if they Kermit Court, I stop vote for them.
Yeah, tell them plain.
I can't take
But when the next party come in, you still have to pay. You pay more.
Mhm.
You know, so. But
I can't understand that. I really can't. I know certain things just don't fit in, ladies and gentlemen. Just don't fit in. But tell you what, así es la vida. Hay ciertas cosas que yo hago que la gente no entiende, que tú haces que la gente no entiende, pero todos tenemos nuestro propio razonamiento. Pero al final del día, yo reconozco cuando soy tonto. ¿No crees tú?
yeah, I try to the sleep program I test because I have something coming up today. We know we have the inauguration of the what you call a refurbish of the
It's
House
the
of Culture.
rededication of the House of Banquita's House of Culture. You know, if you've been to the Banquita's House of Culture for the past 15 years, it has been the same exhibit. In other words, an exhibit that was focused mainly on the history of Orange Walk, featuring a lot of pictures and frames and information based on the Maya, then the arrival of in the Chiclero days, the Mahogany days, the Battle of Orange Walk, and eventually the Mestizo and Maya settlements. It's not as if the new exhibit is not going to be depicting the life here in Orange Walk or the history of Orange Walk. So much so, it's going to continue because that is what it's meant to do. The Banquita's House of Culture is meant to be safeguarding our culture and our heritage.
Yeah.
So which means that they will continue. It's only that the exhibits are being refurbished, are being changed for new ones, new styles, and I got a preview of it yesterday, and I think that I must extend my congratulations to the persons in charge, to the organizers. I think it is a job well done. So, ladies and gentlemen, there will be tours, I think, at about 11 o'clock or so. But if you have a chance, I'm inviting you. It doesn't have to be today. It could be tomorrow. It could be the day after. It could be next week. It could be any time. Go in. Take your sons. Take your daughters. Take the family. Go on Thursday afternoon. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that and just people might pass and I might say one building, but it's not just a building. Listen to what Emmanuel is saying.
No. Go in. Ask questions. Talk about this. Not just, está bonito. Está bonito. No, that's not the point. No. Ask questions. This is your history. And the more you become involved in it, the more proud you will be, the more proud you will be of being a Belizean. And then when you hear the national anthem tomorrow, and when you see that national flag going up, you will be prouder, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. But this doesn't happen overnight, mind you. This happens after you have good knowledge of the history, what we've been through. Like I said, the theme, I like it so much. You know what I mean? It's confronting our challenges, celebrating our triumphs, and renewing our resolve. I love that.
Good morning, Sugar City Morning Show.
Yes, it is.
Yes, morning.
I want to come back
What's that?
I want to come back right and have TV again for them to go in the morning.
Oh, all right. Yes, man. Soon when I work for something. All right? Yeah. Okay, thanks. Emmanuel, also today marks the anniversary of the passing of the Right Honorable Judge Caleb Price.
Yes.
And today there is it says it's a National Service Day in memory of the Right Honorable Judge Caleb Price. There will be an ecumenical service today at Price Avenue starting at 6 p.m. Price Avenue is that one that where San Francisco
By the
Street.
People's Stadium, right?
Yeah. So that happens today.
At 6 o'clock?
Yeah, 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock today. And also, like Emmanuel was talking about the Banquitas House of Culture. At the Banquitas House of Culture, there's a lot inside. It's open today, and it's up. It will open from 9 until 6 today, Emmanuel. Extended.
Yes.
I spoke to Cindy yesterday, and she told me that there is requests from many schools that will be visiting today, which is good news. No?
It's been recently redone inside, and it was repainted and everything. I apologize. So the project will continue, looking at ways and how best to utilize the Banquitas House of Culture. The Banquitas House of Culture should be more than just a museum.
Yeah.
It should be more than, and that's why I congratulate Cindy and all the directors, coordinators, because they've been trying very hard to put in other programs.
For you.
Right? For them, right?
Yeah.
For us all.
All of us.
All of us. And many times people don't use them. Case in point, when they have all the workshops. Yes, all the workshops. And the thing is that people, what is the ironic thing, Chucky, is that when they go there, they don't want to go in the first place. Yo no quiero ir, yo no sé de esas cosas, yo no tengo los $5, pura tontera.
Yeah.
Pura tontera. Es simplemente porque tienes miedo.
Pero
cuando vas, viene Cindy y te jala de la mano y te lleva y te sienta. Y ya entonces empiezas a gozarlo. Empiezas a sentir de que la instructora está hablando. La persona de la que quien está hablando eres tú, porque tú pasaste por todo esto. Entonces tú estás privilegiado de poder hablar y contribuir. ¿Sabes cómo yo lidié con esto? ¿Sabes cómo yo hice esto? Vas a ver, entonces vas a verte envuelto, o envuelta, como lo quieras decir, Y tu participación es clave, como el tuyo, como el de él, como el de Morris, como el de todos, para poder, compañeros, crecer.
And today is the 15th anniversary, Manuel.
Yes.
Let me talk to some people when they catch passage. I don't know if they're going to cap a bank or they're going to start a neha. So I asked the lady, you know, if they don't go and see what they're in. No entramos allá porque no sabemos qué está pasando ahí. I tell them you should go in, man, and see what
When
happened.
it's closed, yesterday it was closed.
No, I'm not talking about yesterday. I talking about a long time, some months ago.
Okay.
When I got around there, and the people in sit down there catch passage and they don't like figure go inside, you know. But you know what, Pa? We need to take one break.
Sir.
I hear one call the company chief justice, and we understand that
Ooh,
the one
yeah.
deadline is set.
Misbehaving, me Chief Justice? Oh my God. I never hear about that yet.
Well, we can discuss a little bit more about it when we come on back.
It's splashed out on my page.
Yeah, but you know what? Anna is in the house.
Yes. We'll take that break and we'll be right back with you.
Notice to residents of rural communities in Orange Walk and Corozal districts. If you value your health and your children's health, you will dispose of your garbage only at approved sites. The disposal of garbage at any other location is illegal, and if caught, you can be fined up to $5,000. If you don't get caught, you can still suffer health impacts caused by these illegal sites, because illegal dump sites harbor pests such as rodents, possums, and mosquitoes that carry diseases. These can transmit those diseases to you and your children. In addition, the garbage you throw away illegally can contaminate water bodies near your community. The same water bodies you might use for recreation or other purposes. Only with your help can the Department of Environment ensure that Belize's development is safe for present and future generations. You can also contact your local village councils or Belize Solid Waste Management Authority for more information. The Department of Environment thanks you for your help.
The new Belize City Civic Center is taking shape at the foot of the Balkan Bridge and is expected to be completed by December 2017. This multi-purpose mega facility will boast an air-conditioned interior with a seating capacity of 4,500, a FEMA-certified wooden main court and 3 practice courts, offices, media boxes, and multiple locker rooms, another basketball court with 24-hour access to the public, and parking for 200 vehicles. This $34 million investment highlights a new era of world-class sporting infrastructure for the entire country of Belize. The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
Tienes 8 cilindros, tienes adrenalina disfrazada de aleación y aluminio a 8000 revoluciones por minuto. Así como así. ¿Será el cigüeñal? Una limpieza de inyectores y un cambio de aceite. Vas a correr con libertad, campeón.
Los que entendemos al motor como si tuviera voz, hablamos máquina. Rostras poniendo el mundo a funcionar.
Ahora distribuido por German Vega and Sons. Búsquelo en tu tienda favorita.
The sunny days are here, and whether it's for a picnic or in your kitchen, you need the meat. Gillette's Meat Shop proudly offers a variety of juicy cuts such as processed meats, ham, bacon, salami, longaniza, and sugar-cured ham, just to mention a few. Enjoy our meats in beef, pork, and mutton. So for that healthy cut your family enjoys, visit us at number 18 San Antonio Road in Orange Walk from Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. and 1:30 p.m. to 6 p.m. Saturdays, 7 a.m. to 12:30 and 3 to 5 p.m. Sundays, 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Place your orders at 322-3486 or 322-2175 or even 610-4061. Send us an email at derekgillett31@gmail.com. Gillette's Meat Shop. Fresh and processed meats.
Ay, qué rico.
They see when how you're living, always a star. Yes, you live in color to the limit, large and in charge. Yes, that's why you rock with Buster. Refreshing range of colorful flavors. Always a star, never the audience. You run things never run yours. Yes, You are the life of it, not just a part of it. Your life is never black and white. Live in full color. Buster.
Northern Medical Specialty Plaza has been offering excellent health services since its inception in 2000. Today you can enjoy a wide range of medical services through our experienced doctors and dedicated friendly staff. No need to go to Belize City or Chatham Mall. Introducing our new state-of-the-art CT Scan 16 slice, now available at Northern Medical Specialty Plaza in high-definition technology, computerized tomography. Also available, ultrasound 4D scan, which shows moving 3D images of your baby. We also provide services such as mammograms, X-ray, clean and safe nursery, certified pharmacist, operating facilities, our 24 hours emergency and hospitalization, high technology research facilities. Our motto has always been to serve our community with compassion, quality, and affordable medical services, specially supported to serve you. Visit us today at Orchid Drive in Orange Rock Town or call us at 302-3708. Northern Medical Specialty Plaza. Your health is our priority.
Be unlimited with Digicel's new Data Plus postpaid plans. With the nation's first unlimited plans, you now enjoy unlimited talk and text for free with more data all day, every day. Plus, if it's data that you crave, all our plans are now fully loaded. With even more data, up to a whopping 25 gigs monthly. No, there's no limit to what you can do. It's time to live the unlimited lifestyle on the bigger, better network. No limits, no restrictions. Be unlimited with Digicel's fully loaded Data Plus postpaid plans. Visit a BTL office to sign up today.
The bigger, better network. Digicel.
The first two phases of the Hummingbird Highway Rehabilitation Project from the Belmont Roundabout Junction to Saboon Bridge and Alta Vista Bridge to Dangriga Town has already made a remarkable difference for commuters and residents alike. These first two phases are a $16.5 million investment by the government of Belize. Under this project, the highway is being rehabilitated through improvement of the road pavement to create a safer environment for the public. Improvements, especially in the areas that pose a high risk to motorists, include the introduction of paved road shoulders, high visibility line markings, reflective road studs, bus laybys, and other features that will bring the entire road segment in line with internationally recognized standards. Additionally, the replacement of the existing single-lane bridges will reduce road user risks. These improvements will increase economic, tourism, and agricultural opportunities, further encouraging the social development of Belize, particularly in the South. The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
I love my Digicel 4G LTE data. Between work and school, I have to multitask to keep up. When I'm on the move, I have everything I need no matter where I go. Whether it's research for school, emails for work, or Facebook, Snapchat, and YouTube while on those long bus rides, Digicel 4G LTE got me covered. Digicel 4G LTE's nationwide coverage is exactly what I need to get me where I'm going. They're truly the bigger, better network.
The bigger, better network. Digicel.
And welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show, ladies and gentlemen. It's exactly 2 minutes before 8 o'clock. And what I have spread out on my computer this morning is a copy of, the article that was
Publish.
not published, but read out on the news yesterday. It says Bar Association passes stern resolution accusing Chief Justice of misbehavior. How
Of
many
what?
times of misbehavior?
Misbehavior?
Misbehaving. I'm not telling you that he's out on the streets misbehaving, or he's doing this. I'm not, anything like that. It is misbehaving, but within his professional scope of work. It's not often that we hear this, ladies and gentlemen. I think this is the first time in all my 56 years that I
go leave
hear.
it higher on that.
Huh?
Go leave it higher on 56. Say it real, man. We got
Friends like these, you don't need enemies.
No, I don't bring enemy. I bring more good friends. So we got my call, pa. Hello, good morning. Sugar City Morning Show.
Good morning.
Morning, sir.
I just got a thing I want to know about Palma, right?
Uh-huh.
Because the minister, they said that they are built 35 schools all over the country.
Pools?
35 schools.
Oh, schools.
Which minister said that?
I mean the government school, the government, the bill, right? And the problem is, one of them, they try to build a Palmar. And the people of Palmar, like, I don't know, to me, I mean, I say them fools, they don't want a school. But the problem is that the land, the people, they want to sell the land. But you say if they sell the land, the village now got no benefit in it. And if they just get the land, the village, you got a tax to collect from the school. Or you don't got no right to it.
Schools pay taxes for
No. What happened is that this is communal property, Palmar.
Yes.
And the elders needed to have granted over a part of the school, of the land, to the school, to the government.
Go ahead.
I know how much credit, I just want to make right, and you see, and the only one, residents from Palmar, we live in Palmar, we ban Palmar, they want to make them vote for that. And I don't think that I agree with that, because they got more people that are not from Palmar, who live in Palmar.
Exactly.
And I think they should collect everybody's signature from there.
Yeah.
So I don't know, I think that's wrong.
I agree with you, sir. I
So
agree with you.
that's the only concern I got with Buddhist villagers. I don't agree with them villagers. I don't know fire, but I don't agree with that. I got over 10 years when I live at this villager.
You have all the rights, brother.
But I want them village, once them people from this village sell the land, they don't get their rights again.
Yep.
So, I don't know, so I just give a message, maybe we could carry it out and see where they go on.
Alright,
Thank you. Because last week, we got a meeting with ministers and people from the education office and anything. So this Sunday we got our next meeting. So I hope maybe we could see one or uno out there right so we'll see where they go on.
What time when I got a meeting Sunday?
I think about 10 o'clock, so 9:10.
So which minister they deal with this?
We got the Ministry of Education.
Okay.
I think you know who that's right?
Yes.
And the Minister for East.
Okay.
Alright, thank you, man.
Yeah, I want to find out the time. You give one lead call about Friday. I'll tell you what time you are there Sunday.
Okay, no problem.
Thank you very much, brother.
Yes, sir.
People got their concerns, Emmanuel. But make we hear about this thing with the situation with the Chief Justice there, Emmanuel. I hear they set down a date too.
You see, the concern, according to the Bar Association, the Bar Association is the group of lawyers, los abogados, que representan sus clientes, ¿ok? Ante la corte. Y ¿qué sucede? Es de que hay ciertas personas que han estado encarcelados, compañeros, por meses y años, esperando un veredicto del del Chief Justice, del juez principal. Y hasta el día de hoy, esa gente continúa encerrada en la prisión porque el juez principal todavía no da ese veredicto. Y el Bar Association, que es la asociación de los abogados que pelean para sus clientes, piensa de que esto ya no está bien, que no han tenido ese tipo de experiencia con otros jueces, que este juez aparentemente se está atrasando increíblemente con pasar sus veredictos. No se sabe cuál es la razón. No están diciendo nada. Quizás el señor está enfermo, no lo sé. Bueno, pero la cosa es de que la asociación de la barra de abogados está pidiéndole al juez que por favor, luego de tantas juntas en el pasado, luego de tantas promesas en el pasado, luego de que sí te voy a dar los veredictos de estos pendientes, que hasta el día de hoy no ha dado, así que ha faltado su promesa, entonces la asociación de abogados le están dando un ultimátum. Le están diciendo claramente, si no haces esto, y te preguntas, pues, ¿quién son ellos, verdad? Y si no haces esto, vamos a hacer esto. Pero te das cuenta entonces de que la asociación de abogados de la barra de la Corte Suprema pueden hacerlo, porque así dice la ley que lo pueden hacer. Pueden, what is the word? Pueden hasta estimular el pase de los veredictos y le pueden poner presión. Esa es la palabra que anda buscando. Poner presión al sistema. They can put pressure on the system.
So it's just for him to hand
Deliver
down
the
the verdict?
judgments. Deliver the judge. The cases have been heard, Checky.
Okay.
The cases have been heard from God knows when.
So can this
2-3 years ago.
Can this be some of the situations when we hear that people go to court and they say Chief Justice will hand down the ruling in 2 weeks' time?
But that 2 weeks' time extend to 1 month, extend to 2 months, extend to 6 months, extend to 1 year, and it has not been handed down.
What might be causing the problem?
I cannot answer you that question. I don't know.
Is it a lot? A lot
It's
of
a
cases?
lot. It's a lot of cases. Remember that before a judge hands down a verdict, he needs to read through every single presentation all over again, and then he has to do his research and look to see how, and this is the laws of Belize, and try to see cases that have happened in other countries where he can fit in.
So it's
and
not,
say this is what happened in Ghana, this is what happened in Canada, this is what happened in England, and the Supreme and the court decided against it. So he will then base, because remember, that is people's lives he's dealing with, people's futures.
so he not only go by the facts that has been presented.
He has to
at
go
court.
by the laws of
He
Belize,
goes by laws.
and he also goes by precedents that have been set before.
So he
as
has
examples.
his own judgment as well, according to the documentations that
Well,
been delivered to him.
I don't think that there leaves room for interpretation of the law is you interpret it, but also remember that the interpretation of the law of a novice might be different to a seasoned lawyer who has garnered enough experience and obviously has the confidence of government ministers to be able to be appointed Chief Justice. That means that he has a lot of experience, and he is obviously somebody who has learned to interpret the law the right way. I'm sorry. But as to the reasons why, I cannot
So
tell
it could
you.
probably be some of the people who are still that are jail.
But they're on remand all the while.
So it could have been that some of the people done free already. But
Oh,
the
no.
verdict is that hand down.
No, the person nowhere free. The person they're back at jail yet because the Chief Justice has not handed down
No,
the...
I'm saying if the verdict has been handed down, it could probably be some of them persons that don't.
Oh, maybe if the person has been declared innocent, then that person has spent undue time in the prison. In other words, he could say, tell you what, I spent 3 years back a prison for nothing. Because at the end of the day, it took the judge 3 damn years to and this is talking general. Yeah, 3 damn years to hand down the what you call it. I don't know what is the
I
case
wonder if
in
would
this.
not happen if they can bring down a lawsuit against the system for having you
don't.
there for so many years.
I would believe that yes, it's possible. The law should provide for all of that.
And
because it's an injustice committed.
Now, what the date where the bar they give the Chief Justice?
Well, let me just read to you the schedules. It says, on Friday last, the Bar Association, the Bar membership passed a unanimous resolution calling for the Chief Justice to resign if he cannot deliver judgments on schedule. Remember that he has promised to deliver his judgments based on a schedule he himself had proffered.
Yep.
All right? That is a very, very strong ultimatum, Chicky.
Yep.
And remember that he is the head of the judiciary. He is the actual being that a big boss.
Yeah, he's not a big man.
So the liars, and they push them, then they push them trolley right up to that.
Yeah.
You know?
Then they go high.
But they know what they can do because the law provides for them to do this. So it says the Bar and Association unanimously resolved 3 items after some recitals. It says the first was to call upon the Honorable Chief Justice to deliver the judgments in accordance to a timeline that his Lordship himself had set. In other words, deliver it. If you told me that you're going to deliver it September 30th, deliver it by September 30th.
Yeah, and it seems like that's not happening.
That is not happening. Well, we hope that is going to happen, but we don't know. The second part of that resolution was if there was a failure by the Honorable Chief Justice to deliver those judgments in accordance with the timeline, in other words, if he says September 30th and then September 30th comes and he doesn't deliver it, then the Bar Association calls on the Honorable Chief Justice to tender his resignation. You can't deliver, get out.
What?
Those are some strong words.
And that's coming from the Bar Association.
That's coming from the Bar Association to tender his resignation. And if the Honorable Chief Justice refuses and says, mix you can't tell me where to do, then the resolution of the Bar is that the Bar shall file a complaint to the Judicial and Legal Services Commission, which is a commission that oversees the judiciary, okay? And I do believe that there's a maybe, I might be wrong, but I do believe that there is a judge of the appeals court in that commission.
So where
and also there are a number of distinguished retired lawyers in that that oversee the judiciary. Yeah. And then I don't know what powers they have.
So where the Attorney General come in on this now? The
Attorney General, I don't think that the law provides for that.
Or for him to
be able to do anything. But the law empowers the Bar Association to do it.
So they act on that.
They're acting on that. So he says they will file a complaint to the Judicial and Legal Services Commission regarding the failure to deliver the judgments in a timely manner and accordance with the constitutional duty to do so. And then again, one would be tempted to say, but on September 14, which was a few days ago, and one day before the Bar meeting, the Chief Justice did provide a schedule. So then would it not be disrespectful? Would it not be respectful, apologize, to simply for us to wait and see if the man could come up with the decisions rather than just hurry up and say, if you don't do it by Thursday, I will hang you.
Yeah.
You know? Just wait. And then Priscilla Banner says, tell you what, this is a serious situation.
It is.
We're not taking it lightly. because we have been promised and promised and promised. And it's a point where justice delayed is justice denied.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So it is imperative for the Chief Justice to deliver those judgments as soon as possible. Mind you, he may want to explain that he needs some time because he has to read through all of these things and be able to, he needs time to review them and research them for him to be able to give good, reasonable judgment. But then you question, is it so backlogged that he has to, all the while he's been spending time in the backlogs? Or is it that he's simply not utilizing his time right? I mean, no. I don't know about that. I can't cast aspersions on the Honorable Chief Justice. That I am not permitted to do. Me, nor Checky, nor you. We can't talk bad about him.
Yep.
Okay?
All right. So that's it for that part.
Next time we go to court,
Yeah, that's it for that.
he could ring up.
Yeah. So that's it for that story, right?
Well, that's it for that story. I'm just hoping that, like Priscilla Banner said, that at the end of the day, it is the litigants, it is those people who have been waiting either for a verdict, either for a person who is in jail, or for a legal case, or for something, that are saying we need to have closure to these things. It's been years now since these cases have been heard, and we don't get no verdict yet.
We need to come up.
We need to come up.
Yeah. All right. So we want to follow that. But then, Emmanuel, we had some callers in some weeks ago, some months ago, and we have been talking about the illegal guns on the street, illegal guns in the street. Guns coming in through different borders. We don't know where they come from.
I want to know where in the world they're getting these sophisticated detonators.
But then we see yesterday about a grenade that was thrown in someone's yards at the San Mateo layout there in San Pedro.
6 people, or 3 people died now only?
Well, not after that one. Nobody never get hurt after that, but they had a lot of shooting in the city. They shoot to a man who just when they play dominoes. They shoot to a next one, heal one and call out. But then
And then I had a discussion with somebody yesterday who said, oh no, Belize, Orange Walk has as much criminal activity as Belize City. I did not want to go into any back and forth, except in a very formal way. But this person is so wrong. How can you compare Belize City and Orange Walk? Can you?
No, we can't.
Thank you very much.
We can't. But then, Emmanuel, what is happening now that they're going to throw this grenade in somebody's yard? That's San Pedro. Where them people are getting things from, boy? Where them people are getting things from? And then this is now a fake one, They're not a fake one, now a real one. Thankfully, nobody was at home at that time, according to the person that they interviewed. And
what do you think, Jackie? How do you think it's coming? What do you think you're getting these things?
Boy, I hear sometimes you can't say some things just like that, pa. Like, I don't know how they come in, but you hear talk on the streets, how some of the things they come in, and you'd be surprised to see Emmanuel. They never knock on police the last time. They bring illegal firearm. I want to find out the firearm was registered in Guatemala.
I don't know if it comes from Guatemala. It could be it comes from the neighboring countries, but I think in many times that it's been coming from our own BDF,
from within.
From within.
Yeah.
Mind you, I heard Guatemala got more guns and grenades than Belize. Obviously, it's a much larger country, but really what I wanted to say was that in terms of the villagers, because there is so much criminal activity, buy these grenades, illegal grenades and so forth, and in some way or another, all of these things are coming filtering through our borders and people paying high price for these things. It's true. But then again, it could also be that it comes from within the system as well. They never broke in a BDF warehouse.
Yeah, they broke in a BDF warehouse and T-Forts and stuff with you. And they are thing that are strong explosives, you know, Emmanuel. Imagine that thing them, like
with a strong potential to kill people.
Not
one or two, but you could kill a crowd.
You know that,
and that's what is damaging.
Some of them people will deal with quarry and so they got some explosives what they have to use, make them break down some of them big stones and structures and so. And you know how solid that thing is solid? We were thinking about drop one of that among people. Then we see last week that they find one, I believe it was in the Corozal area, where somebody make one, and the commander, when he spoke, he said, yes, this thing here could cause damage. And somebody make it, you know.
And yeah.
Remember we always say, Emmanuel, that we have the internet that has been created for good things, but a lot of people use it for the wrong things. They go up and they Google and whatever, they go up and they say, how to make this, how to do this, you know? And they learn how to do it and experiment on it. And then they decide and they get to realize that, what, I could use this thing, you know? And it's very dangerous what is happening, Emmanuel, and that, suppose them use that for something else. We have the carnival, we have a lot of things, we have schools, they happen, and they got some people who just vex about certain things and they say, well, make I show it there, I don't care about nothing. You know?
It's a terrible situation.
It's a very, very terrible situation.
And I am at a loss as to the reason why this is happening, but I think that we're being influenced heavily by certain elements within our society, and sometimes we tend to say, oh, it's because of the socioeconomic situations in that country that we have so much violence. And oh, it's because of this. It's just like a drunkard or a drug addict, justifying everything. And saying, lo hice porque nadie me quiere, todos me odian. Lo hice porque se sentía yo solo. Igualmente, they use all of these excuses.
Yep.
They use all of these excuses. I'm at a loss there to explain.
Yeah.
Why is it that we're turning to such a violent, I mean, we're already a very violent community, but grenades in San Pedro and San Pedro that has seen an upsurge of criminal activity and shootings and all of that recently. Now, that does not bode well for tourism, ladies and gentlemen. And it's not that I'm putting the tourists ahead of the San Pedranos, but good Lord, man, you make your living off the tourists who come. And if the tourists don't come, you have to go buy. You leave fishing net and your fishing line and go back to fishing. Simple. So let's protect the industries, the money earning industries.
Yeah.
And get rid of that criminal element. I can't begin to explain to you why you have it. I believe that all you need to do is to compare Belize and other countries and see, why is it that they don't have this? Why is it that they have this and we don't have it here? And try to figure it out. You know what I mean? But we need to analyze all of this pretty well.
Yeah, sometimes you used to hear about gun, that they find gun in a people yard and they shoot at a people, that pellet gun or different thing. But watch how far and how high it gone now. It gone up to a grenade. A grenade dashing at somebody's yard. What kind of beef cookers and thing, man? We talk the other day, like when we stab somebody at San Pedro, because somebody bump on you, you and stab that person. One beef Does it worth to take away somebody's life just because of a beef or a misunderstanding that you have?
Even if a person bumped into me, I would not go out looking for that person because you bump into me, my boy, knock you and this and the other. That's a pile of crap. If they would only notice that they're being so childish.
Yeah, just keep on moving, man.
Keep on moving, my papa. Huh? You knock the man, you end up that jail. Who is better off?
Yep.
You or the man you bumped into? The man who you bumped into, they're cool and collective. They with the wife the night, and you were there by yourself in jail. Straight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep. 24 minutes after 8 p.m. I could take one break and then we'll be coming back
to
right back. Wrap up right here on the Sugar City Morning Show, folks. To take a short break.
A question that came up was, why gun license gone up so high? Yes, it went up terribly.
Yeah, but then we'll discuss that when we come back on other points.
And let's see the adverse effects of it as well.
The Philip Colton Highway between Belize City and the Philip Colton International Airport is getting a major facelift to the tune of $31.5 million. Section A of the highway upgrading project between Haulover Bridge and PGIA is nearing completion at an investment of $13.6 million. Works include construction of retaining walls to prevent erosion, widening of the road cross-section to include paved road shoulders, pavement restoration and resurfacing. The project also includes installation of LED road lighting and safety features such as signs, reflectors, road marking, and improved visibility through the clearing of the road reserve. The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
Belize, it's celebration time. August 31st and September 1st are the start of the September celebration with Frankie Reynolds' Timeless Motown Memories concert at the Bliss Center. The Carnival King and Queen competition follows at the Marion Jones Stadium on September 2nd. On September 9th, take to the streets at 5 a.m. for Carnival Juve, and then rinse and repeat the revelry at 1 p.m. for the Carnival Road March through Belize City. On the 10th day of September, it is the St. George's Ski Day ceremony and Citizens Parade. The premier steel bands come together at the Marion Jones Stadium for the Pan Yard concert on the 16th. On the 20th, the night comes alive at 9 p.m. with the official flag raising ceremony, music and fireworks display at the Memorial Park. And on the 21st, it is the Independence Day ceremony and uniform parade. Believe, confronting challenges, celebrating triumphs, renewing or resolve.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Y'all ready for this?
Get serious. Get pop.
A&R Stores Countrywide announced the arrival of name brand school bags in all colors, design and sizes, stationery supplies, composition books, lunch bags, laptops, tablets, watches and everything else you will need for this new school year. So take time out and have your pick out of the largest variety of durable school bags in the country. They are also pleased to announce the arrival of a wide assortment of housewares like sterilite plastic containers in different sizes, glassware, kitchen utensils, cooking pots and pans, and beautiful floral arrangements. And if you need to redo your bathroom or your bedroom, visit them for the most beautiful bath mat sets, ready-made curtains in beautiful colors and designs, lights and mirrors, bed sheets for twin, full, queen and king size beds, plus comfortable pillows and beautiful comforters to match. And best of all, it is always the excellent service and the low prices that make the difference at A&R. So come visit our stores in Orange Walk, Corozal, Belize City, Belmopan, San Ignacio and now in Dangriga. for the best in housewares and school supplies at the guaranteed best prices in town. ENR, where our prices make the difference.
Ever since Digicel doubled all their prepaid data plans, things looking a little strange around here. My sister seems to think she's some sort of a celebrity now, that she has all this data to post everything. And Dad keeps starting these do-it-yourself projects. There's a lot of online pictures. Even Nana loves all the extra data. He checks a lot on his dating sites. Mom is always finding new recipes from all over the world to try on YouTube.
We got the show is on.
Digicel's newly doubled prepaid data plans let everyone be free to do so much more.
The bigger, better network. Digicel.
Everybody wants a clean and healthy family. That's why they purchase the best food products and the cleansing materials. This time, we give you a bigger size of La Costeña products like the mouth-watering fried beans and the pasta sauce. And surely for your clean laundry, we have the breathtaking aroma of Ensueño Max Suavitel. Even your visitors will ask what you clean your floors and restrooms with. And you can boast it is the variety of Pinol products and Sultan Muriatic acid now in 900 milliliters. And much more for the best prices only at German Vega and Sons Imports. We serve you at number 5 San Antonio Road, Orange Walktown. You can even call us at 322-3625 or 322-2672. Or you can even send us a fax at 322-2571 or email us at germanvega@btl.net. German Vega and Sons Limited, because we care for you.
Compañeros patriotas beliceños, es el gran gusto de Rapidito Loans desearles todo lo mejor durante estas celebraciones septembrinas. Como país soberano y independiente, ya vamos celebrando 36 años desde ese primer 21 de septiembre, cuando la bandera beliceña fue elevada por primera vez, señalando que Belice ya había logrado su mayor sueño, la independencia. Por esta razón, Rapidito Loan se une a celebrar con todo beliceño y les ofrece los mejores arreglos para sus empeños de valor, como también grandes ofertas con el mejor servicio. Ven a visitarnos y te aseguramos que vas a encontrar esa prenda que siempre has estado buscando al mejor precio. Otras casas de empeño te prometen tanto, pero Rapidito Loans siempre te cumple. Recuerda, Rapidito Loans siempre está ahí a tu alcance para cuando más lo necesitas. Rapidito Loans. Visítanos en Orange Walk, San Pedro, Corozal, San Ignacio y Dangrida.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. Like I said earlier, we will be closing the show a little bit early today. 15 minutes we're asking, just so that we have time enough to hurry run to the Banquitas House of Culture, because at 9 o'clock the official ceremonies begin for the what is called the rededication of the Banquitas House of Culture, and also celebrating their 15th anniversary.
That means That means I have to drive a little bit slow to keep up with you. Like how you are
I was
run.
talking that you will have to run.
I see. I run then.
No, we're just kidding. We're just kidding here.
Emmanuel, last week when we were going to Belize City, last week Thursday, we were listening to some comments and passing on some news network, and we were hearing about the increase when it comes to the registration and renewal of different categories when it comes to firearms. We understand that there has been some big increase. I'm not sure if the increase is to generate more revenue, or maybe they might probably feel like, okay, if the fees go up, less people will be applying for a gun license. But
I'm sorry.
Most of the crimes will happen when you hear they've received they retrieve the firearm, never say, or you might,
because the fee is $75. They will not register it, even more so because the cost is $300. It's forbidding. High.
People are gonna kind
and
of.
I can't see through that.
People are gonna kind of gone there with their kind of intentions. They will never register it, Emmanuel. They will never register it.
So when I heard the police explaining that this is in an effort to minimize the number of illegal, I did not see through that. I could not see through it. I think that was really, if the whole reason was to try to generate money.
Yep.
That's the only way I'm thinking. Let's analyze the situation. You buy a gun. You get a Brody's. You have your license, you apply for a license, you paid for it, you buy a gun. You have it. Last year you paid $75. No, I had to scrape for getting $75. All right?
And it's for your protection.
Now you have to pay $300. In some cases, I think that even the importation of the guns,
the fee gone up.
The fee went up.
Yeah.
Do you honestly think those guns are coming in duty paid? Most of those guns are coming, like you mentioned a while ago, they're being across the borders, man. Across the border, because if they were coming in duty paid, then every time, and if the people are following up on the procedures, then Brody's can't sell you a gun unless you have a permit. So how is it that we have a lot of unlicensed guns out on the street?
And you can't license
Are they stealing it from Brody's warehouse? Hell no.
But you have to have some documentation for register and license that gun. The ones that will come through the border, wherever they come from illegal, you can't register them there because you have to show where you purchase it.
Exactly. So I don't see through the measure. I really do not see through it, except for as a measure to generate more funds for the government.
But right now, like Emmanuel say, if you may pay $75, now you pay $300. If your license, if your gun expires today, when you go, you now be $75 again. You be $300.
That's exactly right.
So that when you renew, that when you pay the new price, right? It's not that you have to carry your gun to that and say, okay, the price gone up, so I can update my one. That when you're going to renew your license, then you pay the new price.
Yes.
So maybe I think that must have generate funds, because I don't see
I don't see how it is going to reduce the amount of illegal guns in the streets.
Yeah.
I just don't see
because the illegal guns are in the streets are not registered, Emmanuel. So I don't see how you want to stop that. I mean, if it's an initiative to stop it, it's commendable, but I don't really see that happening. Hello, good morning, Sugar City Morning Show.
Okay.
All right.
Good.
Yes, is it sure?
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead, Carla. Just please lower the volume on your television, please. Hello? Yeah, so that it, Emmanuel, maybe a way of generating funds, because if you are bring up the price to try to discourage these people that have licensed firearms and they have never been in any kind of scuffle or any kind of danger, then what your benefit for that? If there are people decide, okay, well, you know what? I can't pay so much, so I just hand in my gun license and it done.
Will you be able to keep your gun if you don't pay the license?
I don't think so. You have to hand that in too. Because you can't, then it have become an illegal firearm. Right? I know they have this firearm act that if they go to a house and they meet one gun in there, even if Emmanuel have a license gun and Emmanuel go to the shop and they go search a place, and Emmanuel know there, the amount of people that in there they going. Because nobody have license for that gun that in there.
That's a stupid law.
Yes, that's all. If you me that you're a driver and you left your gun in the vehicle and you go somewhere and only me that in that vehicle and they go search that vehicle, I get whapped.
Well, just shouldn't common sense prevail and say, well, boss, give me time for proof that the gun is not mine, but that it belongs to somebody else there.
But that's not the law.
Even when you're driving with a license, I think they should give you time to produce the license.
Yeah, they should. You know, but they say you should.
Because you genuinely could have left it home. Yeah. Now, there is a charge. There's a big difference between not producing the license upon request, and the second one is not being licensed to drive a vehicle. There's a big difference. One, if you never produce it, it means that you never got the license in the first place.
Yeah, you never got it. So don't try to play smart.
Okay, don't try to play smart. But if you did have it and you just genuinely forgot, because my mama tell you go buy tortilla and you just said, tell her what, put on me I go right up, stretch up barefoot, go buy tortilla, get in a vehicle, boom, 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 go and buy church and buy tortilla.
Yeah, correct, yes.
And you get catch.
Yeah.
Where license the pub? I don't bring it.
I say I live right from them and I just made a coffee. It's still not matter.
And you expect the policeman to understand you, but you know
what somebody say? Consider me no man.
Consider me no man.
Consider me no man. Like the gentleman in the Belmopan area who was coming up on a checkpoint and he decided to turn back and run away. He get shot.
Right.
You understand? So we have to look for a lot of things when it comes to that. But the people that we're gonna the fees, they have different fees. They're not the same fees apply for all guns because they got different guns, right?
Yes, but we're getting lots of text messages, right?
Yeah, but then I'll send some rude one too. You know.
Please don't send me rude.
I know. Tell me. Read it. Make the people hear. Carl. Give me the Spanish, man. Look at that Spanish.
302-2170.
When I cut you off, you go call and you go say what you want to say. All right. Right. Straight to the point, pa.
All right.
Because if you are being rude and being rude to us in things that we know people are appreciating, because you might not appreciate, but I just share a text in Emmanuel somebody all the way from Cayo. Say that they're enjoying the discussion and they like that we're updating them with what we are talking about. Right? Así es.
Así es. Pero compañeros, ya son las 8:42. Ya estamos a punto de cerrar el show porque tenemos que ir rápidamente, quitarnos aquí un cuarto para antes de las 9. Así que yo le quiero dar las gracias a Rahim, a Morris por estar detrás de los controles, a Chequi también, pero más importante sobre todo a ustedes, la audiencia, por estar participando, escuchando y apoyándonos. Es un gran gusto poder estar con ustedes hoy por la mañana. Hoy es martes 19. Mañana la víspera de la celebración de la independencia. Y vamos a estar, va a haber la multitud de gente en el parque para lo que es la ceremonia oficial. Y luego entonces todos los fuegos artificiales, fireworks, y yo estaré en el pueblo para entonces y gozándolo, porque Orange Walk se distingue con sus fuegos artificiales, y esto ha sido desde mucho tiempo, tanto así de que el día que un town council decida reducirlo, la cantidad van a haber muchas personas que no van a estar contentos.
Yep, that's true. But so far, keep it up.
Así que yo les quiero dar las gracias a todos ustedes y estaremos de vuelta con ustedes recordándoles de que si tienen tiempo hoy por la tarde o mañana, como sea, pasen por el Banquitas House of Culture. Pidan información, pregunten acerca de las presentaciones y te juro que vas a divertirte y vas a encontrarlo súper interesante. Compañeros, un minuto para, las 8:44. A este punto vamos a cerrar el show porque como dije, tenemos que ir rápidamente y recordándoles de que este show repite a las 9 por la noche. También estaremos de vuelta con ustedes mañana a la misma hora. Cuídense mucho. Yo soy Emmanuel.
And don't forget that today is the National Service Day in memory of the Right Honorable George Cato Price, ecumenical service today, George Price Avenue, 6 p.m. We're inviting you all to come out and show your respect. If the good Lord so will, myself and Emmanuel will return right here tomorrow. We have the 10 to 12 music show coming up right here on the station. And we say hasta mañana.
Until we meet again. Hasta luego. Cuídense, compañeros. Cuídense mucho.